talk about lucky timing. Just as a Karma Culture Club, Karma Chameleon was ended, I come back here and she's empty. It just ran empty. So hopefully we'll get caught up to filling, because the fill is our safety. So there's 20 minutes. If that auger runs more than 20 minutes, it shuts the dryer and the unload, shuts everything down. So hopefully it will refill. It'll refill the dryer before its 20 minutes are up. Let's see how our time is doing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Shut that unload off for a second. Shut the unload off, let it get caught up. See what will happen in a couple minutes. The suspense, guys. Dryer down, dryer down. We gotta shut fan off, shut burner off. Kill. Kill it again. Off, off, off. It might need a second for that timer to, there, the timer's reset. Now we're going, circuit on, and we're filling. We'll just let him fill. I'll go check my wagon, and then we'll restart the dryer. Right, so that's what we did last night. We started over by them trees. I came in south of the trees around that and then worked this. There's a ditch down there that cuts the field in half, which works out perfect. So then the combine dad can go down and back and dump. There's a couple rounds he got just a few hundred feet from the end. I think the ditch comes up real quick, so it's hard to see on camera, but you know, these rows here are super short. But I think there's enough corn here in this little dog leg of the field that I think I can fill the wet bin again this morning off of this. And so, yeah, that's the plan. And I'll walk back and get the combine, and then we'll get combining. We're starting to get the combine dialed in. We're not starting. After the inspection, we saw that the thrashing system, one rotor has some issues with it, so that rotor will get replaced next summer. But the pre-separator and the main cylinder, your main thrashing is in beautiful, beautiful condition. And we tested the loss sensors to make sure that they're very accurate. And they are. We dumped a little bit of corn on them, and the monitor would say, you know, 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. It just started counting up as you poured the corn on it for bushel per acre loss. They're deadly accurate. They are deadly accurate. And at 3,000 bushel, you know, 4 miles an hour, there's a kernel. I mean, there's a kernel. You guys know how I love to walk behind the combine. You just can't see kernels. So we're doing 4.5 miles an hour. The camera, come on, focus camera. I don't know. It don't focus. Loss monitors are still kind of at 0. If I punch up So 4.9, 5.2, 5.1. They're still there, but they should. It takes a moment for that corn to get through the combine. But apparently I got it dialed in better than I thought. I've been having some fun. Yeah, right there at the end, it finally came up and cleaned out. But yeah, so I got it dialed in for the top sieve. I have dialed in for about 4 to 4.5 miles an hour. Pretty 4.5 on this head. We're marching across the acres pretty good. I don't think there's any reason to push the combine or waste any effort trying to go faster. 4 miles an hour, 4.5, everything's just comfortable. The combine goes across the field nice. There we go, guys, 25 acres. In 2.5 engine hours, not separator hours, engine hours. So that's total time combining of driving to the nearest wagon or driving to the nearest grain cart to unload, sit and unload, and then drive back to the corn. And that's just how I do it, because that's just how it works here. And it works fine. But 2.5 hours for this first 25 acres. That is pretty awesome. It with the old 88, I bet it'd be double that time. Not because of going down the field. So on these short rounds, with this combine, you do one round, you got 24 rows, so you got that much more corn, then you go dump. With the 88, you do one round because you couldn't quite do 2 rounds. So you got 16 rows, then you go dump. Well, the time to come out of the row, drive to the wagon, you never come out here. You may start next to your wagon, but by the time your wagons are full, you're down by that next power pole. And so you got to drive down here. Well, then with the old combine, it's 4 or 5 dumps to get the wagons full. And with this one, it's 3 dumps. And the wagons are full, and then there's a splash of corn to go to the cart. So it is tremendously more efficient than just simply the production while combining. And so let's go empty all this stuff and get ready for trucks. I didn't think she was gonna catch. Was she 14 degrees, no ether. That's proof. That's proof God loves me right there. Wet corn in there, dry corn coming out there. I top off the buggy with dry corn. So then we're expecting hopefully multiple trucks today. Not quite sure with it being the eve of the Thanksgiving, what we're gonna get. But so I fill the buggy and park him. And then the truckers, if one says I got another one right behind, the first one gets under the auger, the second guy comes in under the buggy, second guy gets out, really quick turnaround, kind of deal. And so it actually works really good. It works really good. Ah, yeah. I need another auger next year. Jeremy let me rent this one for the winter, but I need to come up with better system, or my own. I need to come up with my own. But yeah, this is working really nice that I can keep going, because otherwise, last year, you guys remember, I'd take that auger down, move over here, empty everything, then move the auger back. We didn't have time this year with the elevators closing and the river the way it just all of a sudden the weather turned. So yeah, this really worked out good. This is working out really good.
Still shaking things up every day with the best country, lots of